2, 3.
Satisfying or not?
So you might have remembered last week I used these pads and I put a
Shaw A15 impression material underneath them, and that worked really well. But I recently saw that Glue You did a silicone which came in a tube like this, and this is exactly what these holes are for. So I thought I'd give it a go. So as you can see, I have fitted this pad, and I am squeezing the silicone underneath the pad through the holes. Now, this isn't easy. Like, this is my second attempt. The first attempt, I will post it because it's actually quite a train wreck. And this hoof wasn't that concaved, it was quite flat, and I hadn't considered that when I was squeezing this in. I'm sure the more I do this, the neater it will get, but yeah, it didn't turn out the best. But anyway, this is really cool. So this particular horse does tend to feel the stones a bit, and I just thought, by we're covering this hoof with the pads to actually protect it, to put some silicone underneath, it just adds a bit of cushioning. So this silicone is a Shaw 20, and I did test a bit first. I squirted a bit out and saw what it was like, and yeah, it was nice and rubbery, and it'll absorb some concussion and create a bit of comfort. So effectively, it's like giving this horse a pair of Air Maxes, the added comfort. So as you can see, I'm just wiping away the excess there because it is really messy. But this sets quite quick, so it's a really cool product. So I dig this, so I'll be using this again.
Come and bath my horse with me, so I'm just gonna slap some water all over it, get it nice and wet. Next, I'm going to use a magic brush to scrub some fly repellent shampoo and some medicated shampoo on her, just to get rid of that scurf and try and stop those flies. I mean, honestly, what is the need? Give her a good scrub. Get those legs are disgraceful. Flick some water in your horse's eye. Always remember to do that. Then I'm going to wet all of her mane. Make sure that's nice and wet. Slap some shampoo on. This is Dermaline's medicated everyday sort of show preparation shampoo. That's all nice and lathered up. I'll let that sit for a couple of minutes before I rinse it all off. And then I'll rinse the rest of her body now that fly repellent shampoo has had a chance to kick in. So satisfying. Then I'm going to get some Head and Shoulders and put it all over her feathers very generously, and I scrub in an upward motion to make sure I get right down to the skin, and then I give it a good rinse. Next I'm going to start on a tail. I'm going to start by wetting it all the way through first. Get that shampoo on, and I like to use the magic brush on a tail, very gently mind, just to disturb the hard dried on bits of fecal matter. And then rinse it all off, which is the best part of all of this. Next I'm going to show the sweat scraper and just use it like that to get all that off. This is the best part. Oh yeah. All clean-ish. Next I'm going to take most of the damp off of her legs because they need to be nice and dry with her having CPL. A friend taught me this method a long time ago. Thank you, I've never done anything else since. Next we've got some hoof oil, some udder cream, some sun cream, some mane and tail and some fly spray. So I'm just going to give her a good dose over with that mane and tail. Let that sink in while I'm just going to spray her feathers because my god they are knotty. And then voila, it's clean. Voila, it is untangled. Give a little brush on all of her feathers. Just makes it easier to get between the fur to put the cream on afterwards because she's got CPL. And believe me, it is a nightmare. Oh, gorgeous girl. So I'll get that udder cream and I'll just pop that behind her knees. They're the only two spots that she has it on her front legs. Her back legs are a little bit more intricate, but yeah, I like to slap it on underneath between the back legs and the front legs where the flies bite. It just helps the skin repair and it creates like a nice barrier. And then, of course, you can't go wrong with your finishing touch of hoof oil. I like to use the antibacterial and the antifungal one because it's just a good all-rounder. And then I'm just going to fly repel the crap out of her. Like that.